it turn my heart and shit, it turn me to a clown. Remember on the back of Jackson. They say fuck them, they wasn't on your dick when you was down. Trust them in my back and turn my heart and shit, it turn me to a clown. Remember on the back of Jackson. They say fuck them, they wasn't on your dick when you was down. Trust them in my back and turn my heart and shit, it turn me to a clown. Remember on the back of Jackson.
Whoa, what's good, y'all? This is another episode of Locked In with Lifty, man. I appreciate y'all for all the love and support that y'all been showing, man. Like, comment, and subscribe, bro. Help more people come to the channel and join the community. And we got Junie with us today, man. Let's get it. Yeah, y'all hear him. Man, we got, I call him a prospect, man. Keyshawn Davis, man. Call out Gervonta Tank Davis, man. He said he want to battle the Davises. As y'all know, this is episode number 25. And we gonna jump straight into it, bro. During the interview, Keyshawn Davis was asked who he would prefer to fight if he could have it his way, right? And this is what he had to say about it.
I would prefer Tank Davis, the top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis.
I just got goosebumps, bro, during that call out. That's a great fight.
That shit ain't nothing.
How did you see that fight going?
I would knock Tank short ass out. That little short motherfucker can't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with, and he know that. His coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? Talks to go fight the nigga from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I'm.
Yeah, bro. He said if he could have it his way, he would go for the top guy, Tank. If he could choose who he would go with, he would choose Tank Davis, and he would knock his short ass out. This is brought up in the interview for his upcoming fight on Shakur versus Autumn undercard. He is an Olympic silver medalist, and he is currently 10-0 in the pros. He is a very good fighter, in my opinion, and he has some good power, some good pop. People are constantly telling him, you know, fight Andy Cruz, who beat him in the amateurs and the Olympics. Andy Cruz has teamed up with Bozy and Boots Ennis, while Keyshawn is working out with Bud and Bomac, so that'll be a good fight in the future. And I think they'll both be champions, you know, later on in their careers. But, I mean, I don't want to say it as, like, it's the popular thing to do to call Tank out the top guy, because you're supposed to believe in your power and, you know, try to get a chance at the top dog. But I think he believes in himself, as he should. But he kind of got to slow down a little bit, bro. Don't rush, you know, because one wrong move, bro, and you get in there with somebody like Tank and you get knocked out, bro, your career is over. So that's what I got to say about it, bro. He's still fresh and new in the game. He just 10-0, but you know he good for 10-0. And he fought somebody that Tank destroyed and knocked out 7 years ago, and Jose Pedraza. That was his last fight. Tank knocked him out 7 years ago. So you still young, bro. You still trying to get experience. There's levels to it, and I say he just gotta wait. Wait your turn, bro. Your time gonna come. You slowly climbing the ranks. But just wait your time, bro. Like, it's cool to call out Tank and stuff until you actually end up with him. And I got some debunking to do, bro. Him and his brother was on another interview, and this dude said Tank lost the first 5 rounds to Frank Martin, which was cap. Tank lost the first 3 rounds, and he dominated until he knocked Frank Martin out. That's what a lot of people really be confused about. Like, they'll say, oh, Tank was losing the fight until he knocked somebody out. He was looking for that one punch. On the scorecards for Frank Martin versus Tank, Tank lost the first 3 rounds, like I had, in my opinion. On the actual scorecards, he lost the first 3 rounds, and he was up going into the round that he knocked Frank out in. So he lost the first 3 and won the next 4, and then he knocked Frank out. On the scorecards with Ryan Garcia, he was up. He will take the first 2 rounds out, and that 3rd or 4th round, he'll turn it up on you. So like I said, that's a big misconception too, that, oh, he'll lose 5 to 6 to 7 rounds and then just try to land a big shot. No, he's setting you up he was filling you out for the first 2 rounds, see what your power like, how you gonna react to certain stuff that he do and he try to do, and then from rounds 3 until he knock you out, it's setting traps and game planning and things of that nature. So, like I said, it's a big misconception on that. And I actually saw him say that Tank lost the first 5 rounds versus Frank Martin, which was cap. Also, I think a lot of people they take sparring into too much of a consideration as well. He him and Tank sparred when they was younger. Of course, Tank was older than him. But like Calvin Ford said, bro, even with Frank Martin, okay, Frank Martin caught Tank with a good shot in sparring. Bruh, he said Tank just get in there and spar just to get hit, bruh. And just to hit people. He just like violence. Like, he like to hit people and get hit. Like, it's not a big deal to him. So, he even said, like, he knew the Frank Martin spar didn't mean nothing because it just was what it was, basically. Like, it just is what it is. It was just sparring. It was just work for Tank. It wasn't like, oh, that was a championship fight night. No, it was just sparring. It was just work. It was just practice. You have good days in practice. You have bad days in practice. You have good days in sparring. You have bad days in sparring. So, Keyshawn Davis said the same thing that Frank Martin said. Oh, I held my own. I saw I was able to hold my own and get somebody like Tank. But for Tank, it's just getting rounds in. It's just getting work in. He just helping you. Same way he said, basically he was doing with Frank Martin. Same way he said he was doing with Shakur Stevenson. Man, I was just getting my work in. It wasn't like I was really, going the full 100%. I'm in fight mode. Like, he was probably out of shape. Like, so that's another thing they got to stop doing just because they had good sparring against Tank. Trust me, it's a lot that go into a real fight. His coaches is coming up with game plans and he's setting traps and he moving responsibly rather than in sparring he moving reckless and he just trying to get his work in. So that's why I say like people gotta stop putting so much into I did good versus him in sparring. That's another mistake like fighters gotta stop making. But let's just think about this. If he was to fight uh Keyshawn Davis next, Keyshawn versus Tank, what's in it for Tank? Like let's be honest. Let's just say Tank knock out Keyshawn Davis. They'll say, oh, he's still fighting nobodies. Keyshawn only 10-0. Oh, well, 11-0 if he wins Saturday. Like, he's still cherry picking. He beating people he know he could beat. He not looking for competition. And Keyshawn Davis is a hell of a fighter. He a damn good fighter. But think about this. His own coach said Frank Martin was not ready for the Tank fight. And he said he should have waited. And Bo Mack said months before the fight that the fight was going to be real easy for Tank. And Tank was going to most likely knock out Frank Martin. Now think about this. Frank Martin is 18-1. He had 19 fights. That's 9 more professional fights than Keyshawn Davis. And his own coach said that Frank Martin wasn't ready for Tank. So your coach is thinking the same thing about you, bro. You're not ready for that. If he's saying that with somebody that got more professional experience than you, but in my opinion, bro, just keep on building. And maybe you'll be a part of that 6 to 7 fight deal if you keep proving yourself and keep beating people. Only one other person stopped Pedraza, and that was Tank. Keyshawn Davis stopped Pedraza recently. But I look at it as, man, Pedraza, come on now, it was no match. That was too easy for Keyshawn. So just keep doing stuff like that, and you should be good. But man, that Gervonta Davis versus Keyshawn Davis fight is really unlikely. I think the next 6 fights for Tank is Loma, Shakur, Pitbull Cruz, Teofimo, Ryan Garcia rematch, and Devin Haney. And they saying if Lomachenko is not ready for he happen to pull out or the fight don't go through, they already got Pitbull Cruz on standby. But like I said, bro, just keep waiting, bro. Keep getting better and keep being you, bro. Maybe an opportunity will come to fight Tank Davis. You still 10-0. And everybody just keeps saying, bro, go beat Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz beat you in amateurs multiple times. Go prove yourself versus Andy Cruz. And maybe, like, real talk, like, people be like, oh, like, man, Keyshawn Davis really not playing. And they'll take you serious. But like I said, Keyshawn Davis is a great fighter. I will be doing live stream commentary for Shakir versus Artem. So y'all tune in tomorrow. And we lit, man. We powered and presented by StreamYard. And I'm out. Peace!